And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Keserian, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series. So, how is everyone doing today? Well, I hope. Good. Hopefully you all are not too ticked off at me for forgetting to update on Friday. But, well, we've been having... Let's just say that school took off, I'm working 2 jobs, and... The heck? Oh, right, the auto disenchanter. And yeah, so through some disenchanting shindiggery, I got myself this thing. It's a Thaumium sword. I actually do not have the research for it. I found the Thaumium in dungeon chests. But it is an item from... Oh, what's that mod called? Someone remind me. Thaumcraft. Right. And it is made of Thaumium, which is a sort of magical metal. Now, if you notice, its repair bar is full, and that's for a very specific reason. I've gotten it with an enchant called Repair. What it does is it drains the local aura and repairs it. Now, I also have that looting, you know, but what's Soul Stealer? Well, let's take a look at this, shall we? This is a soul shard, and let me show you guys now how to create it, actually. It takes a little bit more work than it should because of Greg Tech, but that's okay. Let me just charge over here. And let's get ourselves a diamond. Some end stone. And some netherrack. That should do the trick, shouldn't it? Stone, diamond, netherrack. Yeah, it should. So it used to be that you made this stuff up in a soul forge with all this fancy goodies and stuff. Yeah, well, it doesn't work that way anymore. Now, you actually build an object in the world. Which you can see I have right here. Oh, I forgot something. And I believe it is that netherrack goes there. This is actually a decent way of getting more end stone, other than the fact you have to burn a diamond to do it. And we need a glowstone block. Block of glowstone. Which wouldn't be too hard to do if you're working in... Oh, how did I get that? Interesting. Alright. Put that away, put that away, put that away. Put that back on my hotbar. Where did I put my compressor? Da-dut. Da-dut. And block of glowstone. Nice. So now what this stuff does is you take it upstairs and you actually make a multi-block out of it. It doesn't have an interface, but it is still multi-block apparently. It's actually, I think, one of the first multi-blocks I've ever seen that uses vanilla materials. Drop that there. Right-click with a diamond. We get ourselves a blank soul shard. Not too shabby. Now, what exactly do soul shards do? Oops, not that one, not that one, that one. Good. I had to make sure the network was still running. Let me actually just double check that downstairs. I haven't been on it a couple days, so I haven't been doing any of my normal maintenance activities, but it looks like everything's running fine. You're fully charged. You're fully charged. Yeah, okay, everything's running fine. Whew. Just had to make sure there. You never can be too certain with this sort of stuff. Now let's run down here. Let me show you how this stuff works. Now I already got myself a blaze soul shard, and those of you who know how these things actually work will know that that's actually quite important. So if we check this right now, right, this has 126 pigment on it. Pigment? So, that's weird. So let's come over here. Right? Okay, so I should get 1, 2, 3, 4 souls, right? 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I got 150. That's because that Soul Stealer enchant actually gives you more. So, when you kill pigmen, I got a full-on gold bar from that one. That's nice. What are you? The other nice thing is if you have this nether ore mod installed, and you harvest them, the pigmen come to you. So as you can see, I've just been kind of sitting around in the nether, harvesting stuff, making, you know, a nuisance of myself for all the mobs over here. That's osmium. I don't know what mod osmium is from, but it seems to be about useless. So, now that I've shown you guys that, and don't worry, I'll finish why you want to collect their souls in another episode later on, because it is really useful and fairly important. So, let me just drop here, and I'll meet you guys back over on the other side. Alright, so now that I've cleaned out my inventory a little bit, let's get started on some Thaumcraft. So the first thing you need is a research table. And all you have to do is make 2 Thaumcraft tables, get some of these scribing, I believe it is? Scribing tools, feather, glass, ink sac, and then right-click on the table. Alright, so now let's do some research. How do we research? Well, we're going to put some items in. So let's get ourselves some coal, shall we? Put it in there, and you can see it has these symbols, these essentia on them. It has 2 ignis, 2 potentia, and 1 saxum. If I hold down shift over an item, it'll show that, by the way. Also, I believe it'll actually show it, yeah, it'll show it in your ME system as well. So that's why I actually put my research table here versus the magic room all the way down over there. Because I didn't want to have to run an ME line over there. So then all you do is you click this button. Oh, it's researching something. Potentia. Okay. So it had potentia in it. What could it be? Gaseous glowstone. Interesting. Do I have any torches on me? None that I can actually work with. Okay. So let's get some glow... Tiny pile? No, you're not listed. Let's get some glowstone. And once you've researched it enough, it'll show what it is, but it'll also give you this hint. Invisible light. Ooh. Ooh. Obscurus, maybe? Maybe Tenebra? Tenebra is this symbol. Tenebris. No, it's not Tenebris. Invisible. Maybe... And this is kind of trial and error-y. Visible, invisible. What could it be? Maybe some of my air shards? Will give me a hand here? Ah, yes. Aura, wind or breath. I guess it makes sense if it's a gas, right? Okay, so now that we have the research note, let's pull it out and let's take a look at this. Right click, and we've researched it. Now we just open up our Thaumic in an infusion altar, which I don't have access to this yet, okay? This doesn't exist for me yet. But you can see I've already researched Nitor. Now what's this? This is a little more complicated. Alright, we're going to need a cauldron first. Let's go, so let's get a cauldron. Some netherrack. My flint and steel in there? In here, maybe? No. Oh, I think Greg changed the... iron around a stone sword. You know, alright, let me explain something about this here. This is why I'm kind of ticked. So one of the IC2 devs got ticked off, right? About Greg Tech modifying other mods' recipe files. So instead he did this Gregorium ingot to tick everyone else off, I guess. I don't really understand it. But it ticks me off even more, because Greg Tech at least has a reason. This is just trolling the fan base. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to put this crucible somewhere. Well, it's not a crucible yet, it's a cauldron. But what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the floor a little bit. Like right there. Place our netherrack down, and now we're going to light it on fire. Burning netherrack, there we go. We're going to put our cauldron on top, but it's not yet a crucible. So we're going to whack it with a wand. And now it's a crucible. Nice. Okay. We now have a crucible. What else do we need? Well, that's kind of a difficult subject. What was he researching here? Oh, partially researched elementum. Okay, so we have our crucible, but we're not done yet, because now we need to have water in our crucible. Let's just make it look a little nice here, shall we? And I'll get another piece of paved white stone for that in a couple minutes. So now, let's take our water ender tank and our water bucket. Put that there. Get some of you. Put you down. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but okay. And now what we have to do is we're going to take a bucket of what... Not exactly what I wanted there. And we're going to put it in the crucible. And then we're going to have to wait for it to boil. But first what we're going to do... Where did you... Oh. Okay. That's better than I thought it would be. Yeah, Amos has a portal gun and I don't. So let's look at this recipe. What do we need to do for Nitor? 4 Ignis, 6 Lux, and 4 Potentia. So we're going to need some coal, right? And then we're going to need some glowstone, perhaps? Yes. Now let's go back down. Now let's take a look at this. Now this is going to require a little bit of math for us to work on, but that's okay. Oop, hold on. Windows is being irritating again. About 4 hours now, Windows. All right, thank you. Oi, needy Windows. Okay, so now we have this. Boiling. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Yeah, don't stand on it, all right? Nitor. 4, 6, 4. Okay, so that means for every one, we need 2 coal, right? And then we need 6, so we need 2 glowstone. So 2 and 2. All right, let's do 2 and this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try 8 and 8. Hopefully. Wait. We have a limit on how many we can produce. So, let's take a look at this. 5 Vis. Well, how much can our wand hold? 25? So we can only do 5 at a time. Okay. Let me turn off my step assist. That way I can't... Yeah, okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And then drop. Did I? Remember, guys, turn off your coins of fortune before you do this. And it's now in the crucible. And all we have to do is give it a good whack. And interesting. Okay. Now, Nitor is pretty cool. Watch this. Nice, right? It's a nice way to illuminate everything. Oh, are you not recharging? I don't think it is. Yeah, I'm kind of far away from any aura nodes over here, so that's kind of a difficulty. But I discovered that if I fly this way... Yeah, like over here. See that it's actually recharging now? And also my sword won't recharge at my base. So I have to come all the way over here. Actually, close for one of the other players. Their base, too. That's not mine. That's, I don't remember her name now. But she's over there, too. Now, notice that not all of the stuff that I produced, not all of the aspects I put in were used up by that recipe. What happens to it? Well, they end up going out and becoming flux. What is flux, you ask? Flux is bad. Simple enough answer. Actually, you know what I can do for right now? I can put this here, flip that over. Because you can technically feed this with pipes. So in theory... Yep. Ta-da! Now, yeah, notice how my thing isn't recharging? That was expected. But now I have some awesome... you should be over here. Aluminium torches up and about. And now I can actually mark this thing being the home of a mage. Nice. Now you want to be careful about overusing magic here, okay? Because as you use more and more, your wands will drain, and that can become an issue. So, let me stick that up there, and I wonder... I haven't been hunting this, but I don't know if Amos has been. We'll see. Oh, that's why I don't have my step assist on. Yeah, you forget you can walk like a giant, and then you don't have it, and you get very confused. So let's come over to our ME Access terminal. And yeah, I know I haven't run an actual cable over there. What would I call you? Why aren't you cooking up? Awesome. Okay. Just want to make sure that that thing was actually running. Sometimes my system can get a little overcomplicated. Do I have any... No. Alright, so let me go hunting for a little bit, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, so after far too long of hunting, I finally found what I wanted. 4 silverwood saplings. Now what we're going to do is we're going to plant them. Excuse me. Apparently I have my textures messed up again. Alright, so we're going to have to live with that until those grow. But when they grow, they should generate some small, relatively small at least, aura nodes there that we can use. So let's go upstairs and we'll do a little bit of research on camera, just so you guys can see a little bit more of how this works. You know, I don't want to do it all on camera and spoil all the fun for you guys, but, you know. I think that might be my next one there. Alright, that's fine. So let me see, what do I have for... I don't know, shouldn't have any seeds in this net, should I? No, I don't. Not really, okay. So let's... I have 1 seed. Let's check that in the research table, just see what happens. Unknown theory. Alright, so first of all, a lot of things have potentia on them. This one does not. Alright, let's see if we have... Let's try metallum, which is easily gotten from iron, and iron has plenty of metallum on it. Yes, it does. Basic transmutation. Ooh. Now, this is a little wasteful, because if I knew this was it, I would have used some of my silver instead. But that's alright. We still are ahead of the curve. Anything that involves transmutation usually uses permutatio. You think you have stumbled upon a way to transform base metals into gold. So, I'm going to guess I need some Karos. Which is precious, the symbol for precious. Yep, I was right. All right. This isn't just me already knowing things. This is actually a fair amount of thought going into this. Basic transmutation. What does it do? All right, more advanced concoctions. Ah, okay. That's what I was aiming for. This allows me to make thaumium. That little symbol you saw there. And I think I know how to do it. That's running itself away. The problem is I don't have a source. Well, I do. Tin transmutation? Seriously? And I think the only thing I have that has permutatio on it is silver. I think. Clay. Olivine, rubber, platinum isn't even listed. Titanium, bone. Yeah, I think the only thing I really have gonna be permutation. To air? Okay. There's the magic symbol on it. Yeah, normally what you'd do is you'd use seeds, actually. Bronze. Bronze has exchange, and I'm not using it for anything else. Alright. Base metals into gold, transform into tin. Well, let's see what tin is. Crystal. That's vitreous. Yeah. And the reason I went with that was because I have enough tin that I don't really worry about it. The cheaper way of getting that would actually be to get glass first. Tin transmutation. And you guys don't even need to know what that it really is. I mean, that's pretty basic. Let's actually get... I think my best bet would be to research a shard. Because that has the magic symbol on it. Yeah, thaumium. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now let's get some iron. Please. You guys can see why I stuck this thing next to my, Now I need some exchange. What's up with the lag spikes today? Jeez. Let's get some more silver out of here. I don't have a ton of silver, but I have enough. And we get thaumium. You have found a way to infuse and transform base metals with raw magical energy. You are hopeful that the resultant material will prove stronger and more resilient than its components. Awesome. Oh, all this stuff. Okay, thaumium. So I need 8 metal and 4 magic. Well, that's not too bad. Now, I'd get magic a different way. And the way I'd get it is like this. Now I'm trying to figure out which version of Thaumcraft I'm actually using. Magic tallow. So it has the magic symbol on it, maybe? No. Maybe some exchange. Heating. Okay, so magic tallow is actually really cool. So let me show you this. Do I have any iron left on me? No. Alright, so let's take some iron. Let's take some rotten flesh and our wand. Alright. And let's run downstairs. Now, if I remember correctly, I need 4. So if I go up to 12... Alright, so let me do some math here. A lot of math involved in this stuff. Alright. So that's 4. Alright, now how do I make this, which is 3? So if I throw 4 rotten flesh in... Yeah, okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put our wand down there. We got some magic tallow. And it has the magic symbol on it. Nice. Now the problem we're running into here is that I'm going to have to go recharging my wand every single time I want to do anything. Which is going to get irritating in a hurry. Fortunately I have flight. On the downside, I have to keep flying over here to do it. I wonder if I can rent some space. I wonder if I can rent some space from the person who owns this house. That would be handy, actually. Okay, can I rent some space from you, please? Just so I can, you know, build a magic shop that doesn't make me recharge my wand every have to fly over here to recharge my wand. That'd be nice. Really nice. But it might recharge over there in the swamp area. I'm just not certain about it. Thank goodness for no falling damage, by the way. Alright, so why don't we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Not dropping on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boof. Okay. So then let's take iron and 4 magic tallow. Ow. Nope. That iron really doesn't want to go in there, does it? There we go. And we got a piece of thaumium. Nice. Ooh. Well, that drained the wand out pretty quick, didn't it? So, not what I wanted. Let's do that. I wonder if it'll recharge over by the tower. No. Oh my word, I'm going to have to build aura nodes all the way out here. Ah, here it will. So apparently, yeah, I'm going to have to... Wow. I'm going to have to do some pretty decent engineering, aura engineering, later on in the game to manage this. It's not a big deal. You can move aura nodes late game, but it's just kind of irritating to have to do this at the short term. So, for example, now it's kind of a weird point because I already have the enchantable stuff, but the main advantage, not what I wanted. So yeah, it looks like until those silverwood trees grow and give me their own. Yeah, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll wait for that to boil again. Now we are bleeding off some various and sundry aspects. We're bleeding off some death aspect every time we do this. But we have 2 thaumium, which I approve of quite a bit. So yeah, that's the basics of Thaumcraft. It gets more complicated than that. There are other devices, other tools. Sorry for the noise there. There are other devices, other tools, and other machines that you use. It's just we don't quite yet have access to them. So let me do some more research quickly off camera and see what else I can come up with to show you guys. Alright, so before we go, we are actually fairly close to the point where I need to disappear. But let me show you guys another cool machine from Thaumcraft. But we have to do some more work to craft it first. The first thing we're going to need is some arcane wood blocks, which are pretty simple. 4 great wood logs, a wand of the apprentice, and we get ourselves some 4 arcane wood blocks. And now we have to go and recharge our thingy. I'm really getting sick of... I was actually hoping that by some miracle those things had grown already, but they haven't. So let's reselect this. Sit on top of a tree. I'm hoping those 4 silverwood saplings... Excuse me. I'm hoping those 4 silverwood saplings grow at some point during the next few days. Otherwise, I could be in a wee bit of trouble. Not trouble, but increased irritation, let's say. If I'd been thinking, I would have built my... Oh, for heaven's sakes, why do I keep doing that? Ow. How did I take damage from that? Okay, so now we have those. Let's make sure that's turned off. And let's get ourselves... 1, 2, 3, 4. Some more of that. 4 and 1. I was saying 4 and 1. Okay. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm out of East again. This is really getting irritating, guys. And I'm probably destroying the local environment while I'm doing this, but that's alright. It's not too huge of an issue right now. So let's sit back down on our tree. I really should rent some space around here. Like, build a little place into that wall or something. So let's drop down here again. Alright, so... Do I have the 4? Yes, I have the 4 tallow I need, at least. So we'll go like that. Like that. Got our 4 thaumium ingot now. So I need stone. Do I have standard stone on me? Of course I don't. Alright, you know what? Yeah, okay. Because it's going to take me longer just to go upstairs than it is to actually make a furnace. And you know, I still haven't cleaned out all the walls in this place. I think I would have gotten around to that by now. That was the wrong button. I was pressing like 8 times in a row. Stone, please. Alright, now let's get back out there. So once again, we're going to have to use our arcane work table for this. No really good way around that. Oh. So now you guys have decided to grow in. Oish. Okay, let's pull this open. Wait a second. Oh, for heaven's sakes. It costs 5 stone. Alright, that's fine. We can deal with this. We can deal. Should really just put one in the antechamber right here, but I haven't. It's funny, you know, that used to be the place where where we hung out the most. Like, just working on, you know, the smeltery or this or that, the other thing. Nowadays, I barely spend any time in there, just passing through to various and sundry locations in my base. Alright. That there, and that there. Put our wand in. 8 arcane stone blocks. And we don't actually need the wood blocks right now. But all we have to do... No. Oh, see guys? Problem fixes itself. So we're just going to put these down there. We're going to break that back there. And put some paved white stone back there instead. And then all we do is we hit this. Boy. How much charge does this need? 20. 20, 20, 20. How much charge do I have? Theoretically enough. You sure all that needs is 20 Bs? 25. Okay. There we go. And this will give us... Wow. The infusing table. The infusing altar. So now we could actually make that gaseous glowstone that we wanted. Nice. But we won't be doing that for right now, because if I'm not mistaken, we have far past the point where I should end this episode. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching me derping around with Thaumcraft over here. I certainly enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I should just clean up this coal already. And I had a fun time doing some research and getting some stuff taken care of. So, thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast as always. If you like this episode, give me a like to let me know. Or, you know, just subscribe to my channel. Post a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you guys don't tell me what I'm doing wrong, I can't fix it. Right? Right. Alright, so with that said and done, thank you all for watching. And as always, happy mining.